Allow me to welcome everybody here. We are so excited that you're here at the grand opening of our wonderful new project, the biggest one that AU has done to date, which is called Oasis at Kearney Creek. And I am thrilled that our mayor is here. We've got many of our team members here because it does take a village to create a project. And I am so thankful for our entire group that's here. I do want to just shout out on some of our wonderful team members. This project was made possible by our architect, Lordeck Sargent, and Elizabeth and Stan are here representing that. They did Meadowthorpe for us, and we think this is another fabulous project. And I have to give a great shout out to Brett Setzer of Brett Construction. They did a phenomenal job on this, and we have done many projects with Setzer Construction and look forward to doing many, many more. And I also want to thank Steve Gardner, who's here with Prime. He is our engineer and just did a phenomenal job. And I will also speak after each of our other team members have spoken. I did not ask Charlie Lantner to speak, but this project couldn't happen without City Home Funds and the Affordable Housing Fund that Rick McQuady, who may be on a golf course even as we speak, we don't know. But these projects are hard to do. It takes a lot of different sources. And this particular one is for seniors. It's 96 units, and we'll tell you more about that. But without further ado, I would love to have you see our wonderful Mayor Linda Gorton. Hooray. And please join us here.
Thank you so much, Holly. This is such a great accomplishment. Wonderful to be here. Thank you. I want to welcome, we have 3 council members who are here: Josh McCURN, Kathy PLOMIN, James Brown. Do we have any others? So thank you all very much. And I also want to thank Charlie Lantner. Charlie, so yes, Charlie administers those home funds. And as you say, the project couldn't be done without that. Charlie also directs our grants and special programs, which is a whole lot of other stuff. So thank you again, Charlie, for all your good hard work. We thank Rick McQuady, as you said, but we don't feel too sorry for him this morning. He's probably in shorts and a T-shirt. So affordable housing is something that we work on a lot these days. And we know we still have a lot of work to do. And AU Associates has been a wonderful partner in increasing our stock of affordable housing for many, many years. And today's announcement of 96 units for seniors who need affordable housing here at the Oasis is very welcome. The city is proud to be part of your work, Holly. We provided part of the funding for this project through the Affordable Housing Fund. Since it was created in 2014, the fund has allocated $18.6 million and leveraged over $284 million in other private and public funds to construct or preserve 2,390 affordable housing units in Fayette County. Think about that leveraging piece. It's huge. In November of this year, we have approximately 600 new affordable housing units under construction. 600. We know there's still a huge need. That's why I have proposed to the council dedicating $10 million from our federal American Rescue Plan funding to go to affordable housing. $10 million. So Holly, congratulations to you, to everyone at AU Associates, and everyone who has been involved with this project. It's really terrific for our county and our seniors. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We really appreciate it. And it is extraordinary. During COVID, AU Associates was able to produce over and put into service over 250 units, which are in both of our next two speakers, Councilmember Kathy PLOMIN and also Josh McCURN's districts. And you all have seen the differences in the districts, and that may shake it up, but we're excited that we have both of these wonderful council members here. I will tell you that earlier at the end of last year, I think, or maybe earlier this year, we did a grand opening for Meadowthorpe, which is in council member Josh McCURN's district. And we also opened 50 units of affordable housing at the VA for veterans and the supportive services. Because of COVID, we didn't have the opportunity to do a really wonderful press conference and allow you to have tours. We are going to let you have tours today, and we'll talk more about that shortly. But I would love to invite Kathy PLOMIN, council member, to speak next. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And Holly, thank you for inviting me to be part of this ribbon cutting today. As Holly said, this is in the 12th district, so we're very proud and excited to welcome the Oasis Kearney Creek here. And also, as referenced, I've got another one going in Hamburg, out by Man of War, so we're very excited. Rick McCurn, who we've mentioned a couple times, as you know, with the Affordable Housing Office, came back to council. Actually, he was on Zoom. He was with us last week on Zoom to talk about an update on affordable housing. And a number that jumped out to me was the 55 plus market. It represents 30% of all the needs for affordable housing. And so that number is like, I had no idea that many folks 55 plus needed housing. And look at the housing that they're getting. This is great. This is great. So we're really excited and proud to have this going on in the 12th. And you know, Holly, you obviously recognize that and you've done something about it. So thank you for all you're doing for our community. And yes, let's tour this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, I never thought I'd be old enough to live in some of our units, but because I started AU over 30 years ago, but gosh, time flies when you're having fun. So, Councilmember McCURN, could you please join us for a few words?
Thank you, Holly. Good morning, everybody. And what a phenomenal start to this October Friday morning. A little bit chilly, but I'll take it. I was expecting a little sunshine, not a winter coat today, but it is exciting to be here to celebrate yet another AU Associates project, but affordable housing, especially senior affordable housing, which is a dire need here in our community. While this is currently not my district, I am in full support of this development and aim to see many more projects of affordable housing opportunities in the future. As the district representative of neighbors of Kearney Hall, I'm excited to work closely with Holly and her team to build a stronger community between our neighborhoods, schools, and businesses. Thank you, Holly. Thank you to your team. Thank you, Charlie, or Director Lanter, and Rick McQuady, for everything you guys have done to see this project through. Appreciate all of you guys being community advocates and good community partners. Thank you.
It's my pleasure now also to introduce Molly Tate. I want to just talk to you a little bit about Kentucky Housing Corporation. Kentucky Housing Corporation is the absolute reason that this is here today, because that is our primary source of funding. We compete annually for tax credits, and that is the lion's share of the funding source that allows us to make this happen. In fact, it represents about 75% of the capital stack of our financing comes from Kentucky Housing Corporation through a competitive process where we compete with developers all over the United States for funding, and we were incredibly delighted to be able to be successful in securing tax credits for this project. I will tell you that we have worked with KHC for over 30 years, In fact, Rick McQuady at one point was the director of Kentucky Housing Corporation for many years, which is why he's so invaluable in affordable housing. But without further ado, Molly, can you join us? Thank you.
I'll keep this rather short, but I'm Molly Tate. I'm the Managing Director for Communications and Marketing Services at Kentucky Housing, and we're pleased to be here today for the opening of the Oasis at Kearney Creek. We're providing 96 more units of affordable housing to seniors, and to us, we've been investing in housing solutions for the last 50 years. We work with we offer low-interest mortgages and down payment assistance to Kentuckians who want to achieve their dream of homeownership. We provide specialized housing for people at risk of homelessness, single parents, people with substance abuse. We really just try to make sure that anyone has a permanent house that needs one. We offer tenant assistance programs, providing housing choice vouchers and Section 8 housing to anybody, again, who needs a safe, stable, affordable home. And then right now we're doing federal programming along with Lexington and Louisville, providing rent and utility assistance to those in need. So for 50 years we've been trying to provide affordable housing solutions, and for seniors, for specialized populations like seniors, like those who are single families. It's especially important to us because in order for them to find an affordable home, often they have to sacrifice something. They have to sacrifice location, amenities, comfort, and developments like this, they really solve the problem. When we toured Meadowthorpe Landing, I mean, it was beautiful. It was nicer than any apartment I've ever had. And this is such a wonderful thing for seniors because this is a permanent home for them, a place where they can age in place and stay for the rest of their life, build a community, get invested in their community. And that to us is the most important thing for affordable housing. So we were pleased to invest $1,497,600 in low-income housing tax credits in this project. And I just want to thank all of the partners involved and welcome all of the residents home.
Thank you so much. And I am also, I do want to thank so much all the press who's here. We really, really appreciate getting the word out for our seniors in this community, given that we know that's such an acute need. And I'd also like to just give a little shout out to Tom Eblin, who's here, who is wrote for many years, as you know, for the Herald Leader, and was also in a manager level management administration of the Herald Leader as well. And I just had to ask him to come back just to see another one of AU's projects because he was just wonderful in helping getting the word out about affordable housing for so many years. We are going to invite you to tour some of the units on the ground floor with some Team AU members, and you'll see them. And they'll take you to a couple of the units. Although we have on the upper floors, we've got a fitness center, a telehealth, a home theater, another community room, and laundry facilities. Because in order to respect our residents' privacy and also because of COVID, unfortunately, we're going to limit our tour to this floor only. Interestingly, when I was reflecting on this project, I realized that we broke ground 2 years ago this week, which is pretty amazing. And we opened this project this summer, and thanks to this entire team, we were able to bring it online and get this. We're in the process of getting it completely leased up, and we are so excited. And even more so, I'm excited to tell you that right across the street, when you walk out the front door, on your right, you'll see vacant land. And that we're going to break ground on within the next 60 days for 252 units of affordable housing for families. And that will have not only fabulous units, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units, it will also have a clubhouse and a swimming pool, playgrounds, and be beautifully landscaped just as this is. And we're real excited that that's going to happen. So we'll be inviting you back when we break ground for that. And I'll leave you with one other bit of news today. Today is the last day that I will be speaking to you as president of AU. No, it's all fabulous news. Johan Graham, who worked with AU and was director of development for 14 years, I'm passing the baton, and he's taking over the helm so that our entire team will continue to build and create upon the legacy that the first 31 years had, and it has been such an honor for me to have worked with all of you. But I'm not going away, just so you know. I do have to tell you that the investors are not letting me off the hook. I'll be involved for the next 4 years on the projects that we've got under construction and in the pipeline. So it's been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to lead AU for these past 31 years. So thank you, and I want for you to enjoy seeing some of the units that are here, and thank you so much for coming today, and thank you, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yay! Great.